Quite interesting sum, children. Let's see what this one has to say. In figure, segment AB is the diameter of a circle with center C. Okay. Line PQ is tangent. PQ is tangent which touches the circle at point T. Segment AP perpendicular to PQ. BQ perpendicular to PQ. Prove that CP congruent to CQ. We don't have CP. We don't have CQ. So we need to go for some kind of construction. So let's join C to P. Let's join C to Q. A part of these two, there is one more. Join C to the point of contact, CT, so that this is also 90. This is also 90. Why this is 90, children? Radius is perpendicular to tangent. Rightly said by some of you. Radius is perpendicular to tangent. So this is what will come in our solution part. They have not given. This is what will come in our solution part. Let me make you understand the entire sum and then we write down. We are not writing any skeletal solution. We are writing the entire sum now. So I'll just write down the construction part. What is the construction part? The construction part says join CP, CQ and CT. Right? We start our sum now. Children, what is AP perpendicular to PQ? CT perpendicular to PQ? BQ perpendicular to PQ. Now when CT, why? Because as I stated right now, radius is perpendicular to tangent. Can I say all these AP, CT and BQ are perpendicular drawn onto the same line? There is one property, perpendiculars drawn onto the same line. What is the relation between them? They are parallel to each other. What is the relation between them? They are parallel to each other. So who are parallel to each other? AP parallel to CT parallel to BQ. Once again, AP parallel to CT parallel to BQ. Right? So at least let me write down this much and then we proceed further. So what have we joined? We have joined this. Construction is what we have. We start off with measure angle CTQ is 90 degree. Equation number 1. Reason radius is perpendicular to tangent. There are many who will always also say by tangent theorem. There are many who shall also say by tangent theorem. You can say radius is perpendicular to tangent or by tangent theorem. Also given to us AP perpendicular to PQ. Now via this we can say CT perpendicular to PQ and also given to me that BQ is perpendicular to PQ. This is equation 2 and I shall say this is given to us. I have said earlier also, children, and I reiterate once again. Given part is what you are supposed to write down. I am writing to prove construction and the main sum. Given, you have to write down. Though wherever it's needed, I'll be writing from given, right? AP perpendicular to PQ, BQ perpendicular to PQ. Therefore, can I say AP is parallel to CT is parallel to BQ? Right? What is the reason? What is the reason? Reason is perpendiculars drawn onto the same line are parallel to each other. What is the reason, children? Perpendiculars drawn onto the same line are parallel to each other. So AP parallel to CT parallel to BQ. What next? Now all of you are aware about by the property of intercept made by three parallel lines. Are we aware about property of intercept made by three parallel lines? Indeed we are. So what is it? If there are three lines parallel, the intercept formed by all the transversals are in proportion. So can I say AC by CB is equals to PT by TQ? But AC is congruent to CB. Therefore, PT will be congruent to TQ. Now I modify my property which I just now said. Couple of seconds back what I said. Earlier I said by the property of intercept made by three parallel lines, AC by CB is equals to PT by TQ. But now when we know that CA congruent to CB, by the way, why they are congruent? Radii of same circle. So when I know CA congruent to CB, is PT congruent to TQ? So what is that property termed as? If the intercept made on one transversal are equal, the intercept made on other transversals are also equal. If the intercept made by one transversal on three parallel lines, if three parallel lines make equal or congruent intercept on one transversal, then there are congruent intercepts on other transversal also. So you can make use of that property which I just now said, or you can make use of the property which I earlier said. Let me write down the earlier one. What I shall say, by the property of intercept made by three parallel lines. What is the property of intercept made by three parallel lines? AC by CB is equals to PT by TQ. Right? But let me say this as equation number 2. But AC by CB is equals to 1. Why? Because they are equal. So if you want, you can first write down. If you want, you can write down AC equals to CB. Therefore, AC by CB is 1. What is the reason for this? Radii of same circle. Radii of same circle. Let this be equation number 2. Let this be equation number 3. Let this be equation number 3. What do I get from 2 and 3? From equations 2 and 3. Can I say AC by CB is 1? Therefore, PT by TQ is also 1. And when PT by TQ is 1, can I say PT is equals to PT by TQ will be 1. Why? Because AC by CB is 1. TQ goes there. PT is equals to TQ. This is what my equation number 4 is. What next? Let me now make you understand the entire sum what we are supposed to. I intend to prove CP congruent to CQ. Don't you think so that whenever we need to prove any two sides congruent, we shall get it by CSCT. Shortcut. What is the long form? Corresponding sides of congruent triangles. Right? So if I want to prove any sides congruent, I need to prove two triangles congruent. Which are the two triangles we are looking out for? In triangle CTP and triangle CTQ. What? In triangle CTP and triangle CTQ, can I say angle CTP congruent to angle CTQ? Why? Each is 90. Can I say CT congruent to CT, common side? Can I say PT congruent to TQ? Just now we proved. Therefore, the two triangles are congruent by S, A, S test. Therefore, they are congruent by S, A, S test. And once they are congruent by S, A, S test, do I have every right to say, therefore, now I'm not writing it dotted. So let me say this is what we have just now proved. Therefore, CP is congruent to CQ under the title what? CSCT. Under the title what? CSCT. So let me write down the entire congruency here. What is it? In triangle, which one? CTP and triangle CTQ. What? Angle CTP angle CTP congruent to angle CTQ. You can say each is 90. Each is 90 degree. What further? Segment CT congruent to segment CT. Why? Common side. Common side. What next? PT congruent to TQ. Already there from 4. Segment PT congruent to segment TQ. From where did I get this? From equation number 4. Therefore, triangle CTP congruent to triangle CTQ by what test? SAS test. By SAS test. Aren't they? And once they are congruent by SAS test, can I say CP congruent to CQ? Therefore, segment CP congruent to segment CQ by corresponding CSCT by CSCT. So corresponding sides of congruent triangles are congruent. I have used symbol. You please don't use it. We are done with our proof. Hence proved. Hence proved. Refresh it. What did we go for? Joint CP, CQ, CT. 90, 90, 90, parallel to each other. Perpendiculars drawn onto the same line are parallel to each other. By the property of intercept made by 3 parallel lines, CA by CB is PT by TQ. But CA equals to CB. Why? Radii of same circle. Therefore, PT equals to TQ. Said and done. In triangle CTQ, CTP, CTQ. Common side, each is 90, just now proved, SAS. Therefore, under the title CSCT, sum is done. Reinvent learning.